Oh, it's so shiny and so pretty. Okay, yes, a lot of people have been banging on and going, do deep ocean, do deep ocean! And I think at one point I got pissed off and told someone to get lost. To that person I apologise. But yes, Deep Ocean, first major expansion to Anno 2070, and it's good. It's very good. I've, for the past couple of days, been hammering through, exploring all the new wonderful toys that it brings to the table. And some of them are actually very good. And there's one or two minor issues with it, which I will talk about later. But first, yes, if you hadn't noticed, new interface. Ooh, shiny. Also, as well, there's been a few changes around town. So let's go through those first. One of the first major things which has been upgraded is the career system. Okay.
You stand out from the crowd. That's what makes me.
I can barely hear that. Hold on. There's a few. There we go. Yes, the new menu music is a little bit too loud, and there's a few audio tracks in the game which, when dealing with the geniuses, is a little bit too loud compared to the rest. I think that'll probably be balanced out in the later patch. But yeah, the new career system. Whereas originally you had 10 pips ending in the acquisition of that faction's arc, you now have 13. If you have been, if you had maxed out that faction's career and you were still earning points, then those points are stored and thrown towards the new rewards later on. So when you get Deep Ocean, then you'll get all of the shit unlocked, whatever. But yes, let's talk about those new stuff, new toys. Right. You get discounts now on Ark purchases from various NPCs. I've got Rufus, I've
You're
got
a real find for
Giannis,
the initiative.
haven't got Davies yet, but I'm working on it. Then there's the option to have extra goods delivered to the Ark in the form of concrete,
You know what? You're
wood,
one of the pillars.
and carbon. The carbon I can see being useful, as can the concrete. Wood, it's not that hard to cultivate. But the big one
Congratulations. No one has
is
ever
PIP
found
13.
Global Trust Corporate
It's an
Plans
Ark
quickly.
plugin which will protect your residents from one type of disaster, whether it be crime, plague, or fire. And oh dear fucking god, can you say overpowered? I don't know though. Having obviously not reached one yet, I can only assume this is a level 3 type Ark install. So you're going to have to, if you want complete protection, you're going to have to use all three level 3 arcs, which is going to hinder other aspects as well. Like, for instance, I like to have level 3 river filtration plants and level 3 solar generators. But I can... to be honest, the only one that I really would install is Plague, because Plague is a bastard. It comes around far too often. Crime isn't too much of a problem, fire stations are next to nothing, but Hospital Plague, it's like everyone is like, yes, I'm going to eat my dinner out of the fucking toilet. Oh no, I'm sick. However did this happen? Congratulations, retards. Personally, I'd let them die as natural form, natural selection, but whatever. But yeah, Plague, it sucks ass. And also, hospitals are a bit of a shit to deal with. But come to think of it, I have an Ark upgrade for a level 2 hospital. So I could potentially put that into something else. Interesting, I'll have to think about that later. Yes, another change as well, the achievement system. It's all been broken down into individual categories now, so you can go, having a look at various things as what you want to do, etc, etc, etc. There's also a few new ones as well regarding the new Genius faction. Let's see. Yep. To do with the new tech monuments and a few other bits and pieces. But yes, I'll leave you to enjoy and discover all of those for yourselves. Oh, hang on.
Green will be putting some pressure on
I
you.
still haven't done that yet. Shit, I got half an hour to do it. Okay. If you have existing save games, they will not be compatible with Deep Ocean. You'll need to start a new game to get all of the toys. If you have toys in your Ark which are from Deep Ocean, and you load up an old previous save game, they will not work. They'll be just, nice big red X saying, "No, you shall not use this." To be honest, you would not really want to go back because Deep Ocean is fucking really good. It's 90% really good and about 10% shit. And hopefully that 10% will be fixed a little bit later on with a patch. But Yes, anyway, fuck this shit. I'm gonna go play. Ah, lovely toys. Lovely, lovely toys. Okay, so then. Yeah, I don't need that. Right, now, what do I have? I was going to do something just now, and I can't think what the fuck it was. I want one of them. So, yeah. Kraken now has another brother, Cthulhu. Kind of important. I had a lot of things going on in this map. Seriously, I ended up having 2 mates at one point joining me to try and manage everything, and there's some serious crazy-ass logistics going on here. But I'll cover all of that as we go along. Right, now then. Kraken, come! I have a use for you. Because I like dusk. Sorry, dawn. Is it dawn or dusk? I can't remember. Which one is it? Dawn. Yep. Okay. One of the first major things that has been renovated in this, which I really, really like, is the island system. You can now equip 6 slots in an island, okay, but 3 of them are going to be locked for the time being. When you first reach Engineer class, which is level 3 citizen, the 4th one will become unlocked, and the last 2 will become unlocked when you reached 1250 tech geniuses. That's both of them at 1250. In my opinion, it shouldn't be like that. What I would have done was I'd have had the 5th one unlock at, say, 800 geniuses, just to make it a little more interesting, and then for the final one, have it as the full swing. You will need 1250 tech geniuses to build the massive tech monuments, and I'll mention that later. But yes, 6 new island slots means you can have more. You can experiment more with items and shit, because there's a lot of stuff in the arcs, the NPC arcs, which most of it, yeah, it was nice. It would have been quite handy to use, but there were more pressing things that you would have rather have installed. With the extra 3 slots, you've got more space to experiment, play around with. You'll find things like 10% power reduction. Sure, I've got a spare slot, I'll drop it in. And you'll be swapping things out, trying to find best combination. Really cool. Really, really cool. Another thing as well is the new hostile takeover. I don't like going to war. I think it's pointless. I don't like wasting materials and ships just to go shoot things. Fine, I would rather crush someone with pure economic might. I like that. I like to outthink my opponent. And what you can do is you can buy shares in an island. Now, as your island grows, depending on its what it's got on it, its populace, and the amount of goods on it, will depend on the share price. A share on my island here will cost you 59,507, and that price fluctuates depending on what material is on it, and also the well-being of the populace. The nice thing is, these shares will also give you dividends back, so for every share I'm holding, I'm earning 265 coins. This is fucking awesome. And as you can kind of gathered, I've got a lot of money incoming. I've got 13,555 credits incoming every tick. I don't care about bills. And yes, so also buying out your own shares means you protect your island from hostile takeover. I believe in the custom game options there is the option to turn this off, but I honestly can't remember seeing it. Although I wasn't really looking for it, I just went, turn everything on, I want to explore all of the toys. So yes, buying shares on an island is really, really beneficial. You can earn so much money from it. You may have noticed the spinning thing in the background as well. This is the new power transfer system that they were banging on about. Power transfer, oh my god, it's fucking brilliant. Now, when you build one of these, you can have it set to either transmit or receive. It can't do both. If you have it as a receiver, it just receives. Okay, it can receive power from one source. Actually no, it can receive power from multiple sources, I believe. But as a transmitter, it can only send to 4 sources. What this means is you end up having one island purely for power generation, and you find yourself shunting it, to 4 of your most heavily defined maps. So if I go down to my power generation island, you will see it is just solar generators. But with the 6 slot system, oh, I'm sorry, you want power, is that? Yum yum yum, 215% power. I can actually boost that up to 230. No, I can boost that. Yeah, 230% power. So each one is pumping out 258 points of power, which is then being regulated across to 4 different plants. Now, to regulate power to a plant, what you do is you just simply select... Well, one of these will be empty. And then what you do is you just simply click on the drop-down list, and it will come up with a list of items that you can select. Now, that island must have a transmitter on it that's not being used for broadcasting. It cannot be transmitting power. You can only receive or you can send. If that makes sense. I'm kind of confusing myself here. Too many things involving transmitter and receiving and sending. Plus it's late and I'm tired. Oh man, what a day. So yes, at the moment I'm sharing 25% of all my power reserves across these islands, and the figure here, ignore this number here as you're dragging and sliding it. You look at this one here, that will give you the power of that island. So at the moment you can see that Plant Isle 2 is only got a meager 26 power, but everything's being powered, that's it. So, win. You can also have a look at the map to see exactly what's being powered and shunted all over the place. So I've got 4 major islands, a couple of small...
Crime rate has reached critical level.
Hello. Oh, it's only crime. So where was I? Yes, strategic map. So yeah, you can see that I've got my main island down here. It's shunting power all the way to here, to here, to here, and to here. I've also got power coming from this underwater plateau, and it's being shunted over into Plant Isle 2, which is running all my dirty material, and it's running over into Igna Enos, which is my eco continent. Now I've got all 3 factions built on this, and you do need all 3 to get the final arc. It's a lot. Sorry, the final monument. It's a fucking hell of a lot of work. But yes, I think I've chatted enough shit about this. Let's go, and oh yeah, you can see all the shares as well on the map. Now you can buy a share. Sorry, one thing I did forget to mention was with shares, you can buy 1 share every 10 minutes. You can get Ark upgrades which will reduce this, but in all fairness, I'd rather spend them on other things. Just remember to keep it on top of that 10-minute mark, otherwise...
Just happen to be in the area. Anyone need anything?
Yes, actually, I want to make a shit ton of money off of you, because I don't have enough incoming already. Hello. So yes, what do we have now? The Arks now have...
Just a few seconds. Then I'll have some time for you.
Some new gear involved, and there's a lot more productivity in production chains as well. I'm going to go and have a look at one of my underwater plants. Because obviously now the techs now have all new needs which you must fulfill. Geniuses have new needs, and researchers now have more needs added to them. So yes, this is a very slap-happy job. It was a bit of a shit island to work on, and I'm kind of...
Alert.
Yeah.
Crime rate has reached critical level.
Haha! You're now property of the Mentel Corporation. Crime does not pay. No, you do have crime. Shit. Excuse me, gentlemen. It is for the greater good. Pow! You didn't see that one coming, did you, criminal scum?
Overall population count.
Oh, for fuck's sake. More plague, death, disease. Yeah, they're in influence. Let them burn. So yes, as I was saying before, we're so rudely interrupted by people dying horribly. The new geothermal plant. If geothermal plant was a man, it would be a man standing in front of a man named Hydro Dam, who is now lying on the floor sobbing, clutching his groin, because geothermal has come and kicked him square in the bollocks. Look at that. That's like 800 power for 200 coins. That's stupid, absolute barbaric. Combine that with an energy transmitter as well, and you can power the world. But it comes at a price. This thing can cause accidents, the same way a nuclear reactor will melt down. This thing can explode and cause a tsunami. Now, tsunami is a massive great wave, and it will come and crash into your islands. So what I've decided on doing is look at the islands around where this area is, and oh, thank you, interrupting me. How rude! How rude are my people! So yeah, the tsunami will come and it will smash into islands, wash people away, and drown cats. And yeah, this is the internet. We like cats, so that's a bad thing. Sorry.
Warning. Population health critical.
Oh, what the fuck? No, just die. Honest to God. I fired the save game up earlier and everyone was happy hunky-dory. I'd come on and do a bit of recording and everyone's suddenly like, I'm dying, look at me, I'm an attention whore. Jesus fuck, if you want attention whore, go to Facebook or something. Or MySpace or something. Go be an emo somewhere else. Get out of my save game. Petty little people. So yes, geothermal power is fucking glorious. And it's not that expensive to make. You will need, for geothermal, I'm trying to think now, what are the prerequisites for it? Geothermal power will set you back 9,000 coins, 30 tons of carbon, 40 tons of tools, and 60 tons of bricks. I'm trying to remember what the actual need was. I think it was 800 researchers, but I might be off on that. I'm not too sure. I can't remember. You see that I've got 800 or 1,200 in my head, but I'm not too sure which. I know it wasn't that hard to get. Thankfully, you don't need Research Academy in order to unlock it, which is fucking nice, unlike the Hydro Dam. But the Hydro Dam won't explode and wipe everyone out. There are lots of new plants and toys and things. One of the major things that has changed is the black smokers. Now, in the original Anno 2070, a black smoker would time out and you'd get a random mineral deposit, of which you could then extract using a metal extractor. Now, you could also, change what the black smoker was going to be using cooperogenic chemicals. Now, that's not the case. Black smokers exist, and they have all the material in the world. The downside is, you now have different metal converters for different elements. So, we now have iron ore, copper, uranium, gold, and a new one called platinum. These metal converters must be within the influence area of a black smoker, and unfortunately you don't really have much luck in terms of where they are on the island. So it can be a bit of a higgledy-piggledy trying to mash them in as much as you can. But you can get a few nice black smokers and have 3 or 4 of them on the go at a time. Downside is it's 100 coins to run one, and 25 power, which I think was the same as before. I can't remember. Anyway, I digress. One thing as well that is new, and I love it, I used to hate working underwater because the size of the depots compared to the surface area you worked in was fucking shit. I mean, look at that. You can't even swing a potato in there. You now have a new type of warehouse called a clearance terminal. A receiving area. Look at the area of influence. So much room for activities. You only need a couple of these bastards and you can literally rig the entire underwater plateau. So good. So good. Let's see now then. What do we have? The construction menu obviously has been changed around a little. What have we got? Okay, and there are 3 tech production values depending on what faction it is you're working at. Well, what level you're working on. Lab rats or researchers. Sorry, it's lab assistants, isn't it? Not researchers. Fucking hell. Lab rats, as I like to call them, only have need for functional food. Researchers have a few more needs. You need coral, coral breeders, which produce coral, which are these little bad boys here. Downside is they have a small area of influence, and you have 5 2x3 coral fields to install. There is probably a better way of doing this. I threw this down because I wanted to play, so I'll probably fuck around with that later in trying to figure out a better solution. You also have enzymes as well. Gen farming laboratories which produce enzymes. They now have a new form of drink as opposed to energy drinks in the form of, what is it? I'm trying to think now. Here we go. Immunity drugs, which need enzymes and coral. Now enzymes are these long buggers here. Again, small influence area, but 3 massive 2x6 fields. Again, with a bit of fucking around, I probably could make that fit a bit better, but for the time being, it's working. In the new game, I'll play around and see what I can come up with. What else do they need? Yes. Bio-neural implants. Basically, stick a CPU in your face. You need chips and sponges. Sponge farm. It's not super dissimilar from working with... oh god, I'm trying to think now. It's a 3x4 grid. Can't think of a factory now. 3x4.
Population leaving the city.
What? Ah, it must have been the plague. Fuck them. They'll come back. They always do. So yes, hang on, that's 3 or 4. Oh, hello. What's going on here? Why are you? There we go. That's fixed. Wonder what happened there. But yes, sponges combined with microchips go towards running these bastards. Cybernetic factories, and oh my god, they're slow. Jesus Christ. It's one production chain I already don't like. So, a couple of them, but they're not cheap to run. At 70 coins and 20 power, that's a bit of a shit. But, unfortunately, hey-ho, you gotta deal with it. Diamonds, everyone knows. Diamonds are forever. Oh, one lovely thing. I love this. Okay, this is fucking fantastic. Hang on, where is it? 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 It's here somewhere. Haha, here you are. Okay, I hate making microchips. I hate copper. I hate sand. Sand goes everywhere. Copper is never there when you need it. And it takes up valuable mining slots. It costs a bit more to run, but one of these bad boys, okay, recycles shit from the previous world, turns it into microchips. Now, one of these is the equivalent of 3 chip factories, which is fucking brilliant. So a couple of these, combined with 1 or 2 island resources to boost productivity, and you have no need for sand or copper ever again. In fact, no, you don't even need copper. Yes. You don't even need copper again. I can't even think of anything that needs copper. Sand I can see, because sand is used for, I'm trying to think now. Sand is used for concrete and glass. So I'm trying to remember my production chains here. But yeah, no more sand, no more copper. Just use these bastards. Unfortunately, you'll have to hang on until you get to... I can't even think. What are the prerequisites for this? Because I remember, I pretty much jumped... that's right, yeah, because I didn't deal with ecos to begin with. I went straight for tycoons and then built the eco city afterwards. So I didn't need to fuck around. But if you're going to start off with an eco, you are going to need copper and sand and shitty microchip factories. But hey ho, one of the prices we pay. And there's an energy transmitter broadcasting power to 2 places. Thank you, Thorn, that's a lot of money. This is a bit of a shit island. This is a better island. Much more compact, much more refined, a lot nicer. Hello, what's this going here? There we go, that's fixed. Yes, and the third need... Oh god. Laboratory outfitters. Another production chain I don't like. Requires... Hang on, what does it require? It requires iron and... Hang on. Requires iron and... Why have I got that scene from Super Troopers in my head? Iron and... here we go. Iron and platinum. There we go. So we've got iron, platinum, and it goes into a laboratory outfitter. Another slow production chain that is annoying and shit. I don't like it. Mainly because you've got to do iron on land and then ship it across. But it's not too much of a problem. So, yeah, I'm just dealing with it. There are options to increase productivity of this as well. So, there's so many options. This whole 6-slot thing on the islands is fucking brilliant. I love it. Really, really, really cool. And then there's one more thing. The ultimate bionic suits. Because geniuses weren't freaky enough, they have to walk around the streets in powered exoskeletons. And that's a lot of shit. In fact, you need 2 factions at level 4 just to get it. So you need Tycoons at level 4, Ecos at level 4. But it looks terrifying. It's not actually. You've got a level 4 tech. Level 4 Eco. Chances are you're already making service bots. So you've got corn, algae, and you've got biopolymers already being built. All you need to do is just expand upon them a little. Or use necessary island modules to increase productivity. Fat you should be using for pharmaceuticals, so that's not a problem. So all you really need are 4 new factories. Platinum as well you're already using in laboratory equipment. Again, use an island upgrade to run that faster, or build another one. Lithium. Lithium is basically salt. And it is... Hang on. Where are we? There we are. Lithium factories. They're not the fastest things in the world to produce, but they're not shit either. 4 of these can quite happily run 2 of these, which is the oxidation facility. Combine it with fat and lithium and you get a electrolyte cell. So you combine platinum with electrolyte cells to create hydraulics exoskeletons. Combine exoskeletons and biopolymers and you get bionic suits. Now, you'll get an achievement for actually completing this chain. It's not that hard if you think about it logically. But the beautiful thing is, the fucking money you can make from this is absolutely absurd. I shit you not, I can make a fucking ton and a half.
Production breakdown.
Actually, I'm going to take Cthulhu and we're going to make some money. Speed it up. Do. Come on, my friend. So I currently have in stock maximum suits. Let's sell those. Take it over to Trenchcoat.
You have
No,
decided
I like
again.
Thorn. I love this.
Go ahead.
Oh, there we go. Ah, that was good. 303,520 quid.
Deal.
I think I can buy a drink with that. Or the way the British economy's going, a bag of chips. Seriously, I went down to the local chippy the other night, because I was hungry, obviously. And I walked in there, and 330ml can of Pepsi, 80 fucking pence. I was like, what on earth? I thought motorway service stations were expensive. That's taking the piss. 80p for a 330ml can. I just sat there and looked at him and yeah, do you get much business from this? And he said, I do actually. I said, really? Yeah, you must be catering to some real fucking idiots. Anyway, I'm ranting. I do this a lot. Well then, I suppose you want to see all the new tech toys, don't you? And the new tech factories and all the like shiny things. But first, I need to do this. This is worth it. Ta-da!
Can you take care of this for the organization? Every some help you turned out to be.
The new Science Forum is the tech monument. It is also the most painful thing and expensive building in the game. And you thought the Eco Monument and the Tech Monument were pains in the arse? They have nothing compared to this. It's fucking beautiful. It satisfies all the needs for geniuses. Sorry. It satisfies all the needs for geniuses, but consumables, obviously. But it will also unlock the entire island, so you have no building restrictions whatsoever. You can put a building on its own all the way at the arse end of nowhere, and no one will know or care. See? Look at him, on his own. He'll probably go die in the woods. You can also, as a result, get rid of all of your town centres, but in all fairness, I like to keep a few of them in because they help, they make the place look pretty. And just fucking look at it. I think the back it looks better than the
neural optimization. You will see how everyone's performance increases after the implant.
Look at that. That's beautiful. But there is a massive but when working with this thing. The cost. Oh dear God, you're going to need the cost. Right, now then. I actually had to write all this down because I was flabbergasted. So let me get my notepad here. All right. Okay. To build the Science Forum, you will need a grid of 12 by 14. It's not too bad. Alright. You will need 150,000 credits. You will need 1,050 tools. 320 wood. 250 building bricks. 195 tons of carbon. 160 tons of concrete. 100 tons of glass. 100 tons of steel. That's a fucking long shopping list, but it gets better. To maintain it, it has a running cost of 2,500 credits, and requires power of 750. Oh my god, I nearly shit my heart out when this thing came online and went, oh, suddenly we've got no power. Where? The world. Fuck! That's ridiculous. 750. Alright, this is why you have Ark icons. Sorry, island upgrades. Yeah. Supply reduction 3 reduces all public buildings by 40%, and, this is a good one, reduced opening hours 3 reduces all energy consumption of public buildings by 40%. So now it's actually a little bit more manageable. 1500 credits and 450 power. I couldn't do it without those modules. You will, seriously, install them before you even attempt to build this thing. Also, make sure you've got all the necessary trade routes set up, you're overproducing on building materials, and make damn sure that your ecos and techs are self-sufficient, that your attention is not going to be needed elsewhere, because this thing starts, it ain't fucking going to stop. Oh, man. I do like the techs, they're beautiful. Nice, nice faction. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention as well. The Research Academy, they've changed all the menu system in it as well. So now it's all broken down into individual segments, much more easier to keep a hold of. Also, there's a proper understanding of how this works. Basic research allows you to discover previously unknown formula in the area of academic research. Once a new formula has been discovered, you can make the appropriate item here in the academy. It gives you a nice idea as to what it is, development time, and whether or not you want to commit to it. It'll also give you a nice cost breakdown as well. Oh, another thing as well. The Science Forum maxes out every laboratory and science research facility on an island. So if you want to quickly rack up the research, build a couple of these and just start them off. Seriously, you'll chew through the entire tech tree in no time. And as for cooperogenic chemicals, being as we now no longer need cooperogenic chemicals, they've been replaced with super resources. A simple lab can... Hang on a sec, I need a lab. Where is a lab? Lab. Here we go. Alright. A little coal plough will generate 18,000 tons of coal. That's not bad. Okay? Now we go for super coal plough. Super coal. 180,000 tons of coal in 5 minutes development time. You will have... Sorry, in 5 minutes duration time. It's not fucking insane. Thing is, though, the prerequisites are a bit more expensive as well. 150,000 credits. It'll also cost 1,000 licenses. And you will need 150 chips and 100 tons of carbon. So, yeah. Lots of fun and games. But if you're having, like, you know, problems with resources on one island, just knock one of these up, dunk it in, walk away, and that's it. Sand forever! You'll never be rid of it. And of course, it's all it's much easier to work with. I like this. I really do. I really do. And yeah, we have some new buildings regarding the geniuses.
According to the media reports, children should also receive scientific training. The sooner the better.
And you can see all of their needs as well.
Mechanics? That no longer poses a challenge.
As with every monument, it will also, all of the monument will automatically meet all of the building needs as well. But it's worth, in my opinion, knocking up a few information centers just to run the channel to get a 5% bonus on tax. Do this for all three factions. And I almost forgot, we've also got new decorative toys as well. You've got the park, which allows you to build some rather nice looking park thingies. There's lots and lots of things in there to build. It's just like the eco one. You've also got the glass shelter, which in my opinion is a little bit too crazy, especially the cost and requirements. How much is it? I'm trying to think now. 3 carbon, 1 tool, and it requires 1 power, which is nicely expensive. Holograms as well. You get a couple of nice holograms of various animal species.
Innocent, tell that to the judge.
I'd have liked a different hologram in all fairness. Probably Ace Rimmer, but nonetheless. What else we got? There's new trees, copes, free space. Basically, it's like a little block that just fills in the 2x2 grid. Hovering lights, which... Yeah, they do generate some light, I think.
At the moment, it's a hypothesis.
The cybernetic hoods are nice. We've got a few of them kicking around. There we go. And what else we got? A fountain, which if you couldn't tell, is there. But yeah, this... Fuck, look at it. It's massive. It's massive and it's beautiful. Oh god, I just sound like a candidate from a German porn film. It is massive and it is beautiful! Ugh. No, I don't need that. Not at this time of night. What time is it? 1 o'clock in the morning. Shit! Oh god, I'm gonna be up early tomorrow. I got things to do. Oh. Change these buildings. One new thing I've learned is when you're planting a building, you can change it by pressing C on the keyboard. You can actually do it to buildings you've already put down as well. So you can change the building to whatever you want. And I like the little button houses because the button houses have little light sources on them which reflect out onto the streets and other buildings. Which is very, very nice. Plug that in there. There we go. So yes, seriously, it's massive. You know what I would love for Diamond... I can't think of the studio now. Related Designs, is it? No, it's... I can't remember which one holds the majority share. I think Related Designs hold the majority share, but Ubisoft holds 40% of it. And as a result, their second studio... I'm trying to think what it's called now. No, I can't think what the hell it's called now. This is another studio. Blue Byte, that's it. Blue Byte and Reflected Designs. Sorry, Related Designs. I'd like it if they actually came together and made a new bit of DLC which replaced replaced monument models, so you could select different types of monument for the factions. Probably just give a bit more long-term end game appeal, if you ask me. And yes, I'd like to actually see a bit more DLC. I know, in fairness, I can see some decent stuff coming out. Decorative items don't bother me, in all fairness. I like them.
As long as my laboratory has the bare minimum of what I need, I can at least work in peace.
You know what? I've been too hard on my people. There we go. I'm losing a bit of tax money, but who cares? Ah, yes. One gripe. A couple of gripes, in fact. Apart from the absolutely obscene cost of that to build, they say that to make bionic suits will generate a ridiculous amount of tax from from geniuses. Unfortunately, geniuses don't bring in that much tax. Okay, even on yellow tax band, okay, they're bringing in 4,300 credits, and that's assuming you've got a decent eco balance as well. Now, for 1,600 of them, that's shit. That is absolutely abysmal. If I go over to my my Tycoon Island, hang on, let's change the time of day because I kind of want it to be a bit brighter. Boom. Ah, the sun tries to kill me. If I go and open up a tech executive, I've got 1,400 techs. Look at the tax difference. It's like $1,000 more. So, given the ridiculous production costs of running the production chains to satisfy geniuses, the tax return on them is shit. The
quality of life here isn't bad.
I'm hoping that'll be patched because I'd like to see that at least upped by 20, probably 30%. I mean, for 1,200. Well, you need 1,250 geniuses to finish the monument. I'd like to have seen a tax income of probably 7 to 8 grand for all that. Oh, go on. Come on, my peon friends.
I'm meeting my girlfriend on the weekend, if I don't have to work again.
I can't be a dick. Let's do the ecos as well. I still need to develop this part of the island. As soon as I got this, I got access to corn and went, you know what, fuck it, let's go and just build all of the tech stuff. So I need to finish off that down there. Yoink, yoink, and I need a level 2 house. Yoink, there we go. That's still nearly 10 grand worth of income, so I'm not all that fussed. But yes, it was quite fun actually planning all this out. I tended to keep one massive island, a starting island, purely for drinks. So it would have, I tossed an extra facility on there for sugar, and so that basically sorted out all the drinks for all 3 factions. I ended up using one island purely for filthy shit, and the eco balance has taken an absolute pounding as a result. Don't let the eco balance go into stupid figures, stupid negativity, because they've changed the acid rain disaster. So what happens is it actually drops all of your factories down to 50% productivity. You cannot afford that, not on an island like this. Keep it to something like minus 300, and you'll be alright. But yes, lots of piggies, lots of things. I pretty much destroyed all the building material construction, because I'm not going to be building anything else now. I'm pretty much done with this map. Yeah, lots of stuff coming to and froming, and there's just shit everywhere. Oh, hello, what's this? Yeah, why not? But yeah, there's loads of things regarding research and, you know, island plugins. It's fun to experiment. It really is. You keep a selection on various islands to, you know, swap them out depending on what it is you're doing. That's a brilliant one. I've kept that one. If you have an island that has a negative eco balance because of a crashed nuclear missile or a melted reactor, install that and run it, and it just eliminates it completely. I just found that was like the first thing I found. Sweet, I will keep that, and yes, I will put that to one side. Some of the new items as well, you're gonna love licenses, because some of the new modules for islands are ridiculously expensive. 1,200, and that just gives a 25% increase to uranium metal converters underwater. But that's nothing. The underwater, hang on a second. The geothermal power plant has a module in there to reduce accidents by 40%. It's a geoseismic damper 3. That'll set you back 2,500 licenses. So you're going to love dealing with NPCs in terms of license purchases. I think they've increased the number of licenses you can purchase for a level 3 license. So 60 grand will get you 900 licenses. But here's a dirty hack. You're going to like this. Grab a boat, okay, grab some licenses. Don't matter what it is you buy, okay? Just go off to an NPC and buy all of the stuff. In fact, I'll do that now. Come on. Yoink.
Our perennial runners, sort of like our Eden bestsellers, you know?
I'll take that, take that, take that. No, I'm short. How much of? Alright. So I'm going to spend 1,069 licenses.
Shake on it.
This is a good hack. You'll like this. Now run over to Trenchcoat. Remember, 1,069 was what I put out. Trenchcoat buys everything at plus 20%. Boom, there's 400 licenses. Get a couple of boats, get some licenses, and just keep on doing this. And you will get so much in terms of license, it's fucking stupid.
So, what's up? You're a real find for the initiative. Look who's back.
Thank
Wanna
you.
check out what the organization's got to offer, huh?
Quickly go sell this before he runs off.
Eating
How long is
it.
it going to be? 10 minutes. Go, go, go!
How you doing?
Boom. There's another 2,000
Deal,
licenses.
doing business.
And I haven't spent a single penny. It's an easy way of making licenses early on. So it's worth remembering that, in all fairness. To be honest, I think we've pretty much covered everything. Deep Ocean has a lot of new toys in it. Hello? I have crime. There should be a cop there. Unless it's the one house that's outside the influence area. Ah, it would be. Oh, fuck him. Hello, what's this down here? Some people are unhappy. It must have been a crime breakout there recently. But yes, the Deep Ocean is very, very good, given how much it cost. I bought it from play.com for like 15 quid. And, oh my god, so... This is like 30 hours worth of save game. For 15 quid, 30 hours, that's... Yeah, that's not bad at all. And there's, again, so much more to do and things to see. I haven't even touched the campaign yet. There is a campaign, which... Hang on a sec. Miracle in Danger. Yes. Where you basically go through 5 missions, which will teach you about all of the new options to do with the game. You don't really need that much teaching, in all fairness. They're nice to do. It's something to do. And judging from them, I can assume that some of them are quite long. That was cheeky. That took a good hour to do, easy.
I'm sick and tired of being bullied by this guy. I can't handle it on my own.
My graphics tablet's going bonkers. Hang on a second. Yep, it's my graphics tablet. Shit. One of the touch strips is malfunctioning and occasionally it sticks and decides to scroll forever.
We must tread carefully in this matter.
Long distance supply. Build 2 laboratories and an academy. Transfer 1,500 energy via transmitters. Easy. What's this one? Shortage of skilled workers.
The facts are clear.
Achieve 1,000 tech
The ETO
geniuses.
requires outside support for this.
Global trust partner requires.
This quest just came in from HQ.
I do hope that doesn't mean I've got to... Oh, it's actually stopped being shit now.
But I can't handle him on my own.
I'm wondering, that oil production still belongs to me.
Yes. Vadim Sako, aka the Russian twat. But yes, Deep Ocean, fucking brilliant for the money you put into it. Definitely worth picking up if you're enjoying, if you enjoyed the original. The only downside I will say is a lot of the new toys are mid to end game. So if you struggled to grab the basics, this may terrify you even more so. Don't worry about it, seriously, this shit ain't that hard. Just sit down, take your time, have fun, watch those beginner's guides I tossed up a while back, and have fun. Anyway, I'm going to go disappear because it's 1:10 in the morning, and a dog has decided to fall asleep on my foot. Hang on a sec. Dog! Come on, mate, up you get. Come on! Got to throw you outside so you can pee outside. Come on. So yeah, I'm going to throw my dog so we can go piss outside in the cold. I'll see you all later.